and your lover. You are the champion. Oh, oh, oh. Adda, 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 oh, oh. Adda, Adda, Premier League.
Alright, so we welcome you here to the Adda Premier League. I'm Amal Patel, and we have a match here between two teams, not in much playoff contribution, but they are looking for their first win each. Sides the Tornadoes, the defending champs from last year. Some Army, a team that finished in the top two last year. Both these two teams made up the top two last year. Didn't get off to a great start this year, and they didn't finish on a great start either. So both teams are going to look for a win for pride. More so is going to be Rupesh Raut and Stephen Edward to open the batting, while Preet Patel opens the bowling here. But again, elsewhere in this league, a lot of highly contested matches in terms of playoffs. We have the 1 through 5 team all at 6 points, but Preet Patel comes in first delivery, kind of a full toss. This worked out to mid-on. Again, like I said, 1 through 5 positions all have 6 points to their name. The Sunrisers at 1, they're locked in basically because of run rate won't be out. The Raiders, they're in, run rate won't move them out. The Smashers, 0.60 run rate at 3, and the Kings, 0.54 at number 4. They are at risk of losing their spot in the top 4 as this delivery comes straight through and it's pounced through deep extra cover for 4 runs. Rupesh Raut gets it going. Get a new opening pair here for the Tornadoes in the final. Had Munna and Vikram Ravi Kumar opening through most of the year. This time tried something else. Again, their final match of the Adda Premier League 2021. And the Tornadoes, the defending champions. Like we said, there's going to be a new, like I said in the last stream where we had a not a power play. We always have a power play. We had a super over. A new champion will be crowned here in the Adda Premier League. Starting tomorrow, the playoffs will start. But elsewhere, the Chargers, they take on the Raiders, and the Marvels taking on the Smashers. Now, why are these big games? Well, the Chargers, they're sitting on the brink at number 5. If the Chargers win, they'll move to 8 points, which will put them ahead of everybody. So the Chargers, it's simple for them. They win, and they're in. There's no question about it. For the Raiders, same thing. They're in. They're settled at 6 points. They probably won't fall out too much, but if they win, they secure. As Preet comes back in. This one deemed wide by the umpire. That's what it is for the Raiders. But if they lose by a big enough margin, then you could see other teams start to sneak in. What other teams am I talking about? Well, the Kings would have been pushed down to 5. The Kings could stay at 4 if they lose by a big enough margin. Now, could that happen? We don't know. As this delivery comes back through, another full toss, another one worked through the leg side. Fielder's not able to get there. We'll see if he's able to beat the ball to the boundary. He's able to cut it. The ball's starting to stop a little bit. Won't be able to beat it. It's going to be 4 runs out there. So getting it going early, Rupesh Raut. Couple of full tosses from Preet Patel. Again, both sides know this is their final game here in Adda 2021. Again, for the Marvels, if they win, they move to 6 points. Their run rate sitting right now at negative 0.25 as this delivery comes through. Going to be a dot ball. Get a negative 0.25. If they can win by some margin, they can jump ahead of a Kings side with 6 points. They have the ability, again, they have this ability because they're at 4 points, losing in the super over in the last match. So some big things going on across And of course for the Smashers, they win therein as well. This one hits straight back. It's up in the air. Fielder's there. Should be taken. Is comfortably. So Preet Patel gets wicket number 1. Rupesh Raut has to go. Again, took a big wipe at it, unable to get on to much of it. And Preet Patel gets wicket number 1 for the SAMP Army.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So Preet starting off in a perfect manner. Looks like Munna Hussain coming in to bat for the Tornadoes. And Preet's getting wicket number 1. It was caught at deep extra cover. Preet Patel, someone who plays in the minor league for the Florida Beamers. Many of the Florida Beamers players are here. We look at Preet Patel, look at Sarnam Patel, Hitesh Kumar, Akshar Patel, Akash Joshi, Prince Patel. So plenty of men on the roster here who play for the Florida Beamers. Again, they are just missing on their marquee, Jaskran Malhotra, who is the U.S. team currently at the moment. This one goes full Yorker. But like I say, Jaskran Malhotra is with the U.S. team, and you know, he was a big part of their success last year. A lot of the run scoring was done by him. Chandu Kesareddy, of course, he's with the Smashers now. So losing their big top 2, that's a big loss to have. And that's going to do it for the first over. 10 comes off it, but a 1-wicket falls. You get some big things to be had here, and you can see some changing in the field. New bowler coming in. Akshar Patel having a word. Preet Patel having a word, a little bit of a brain trust for the bowlers. And SAMP Army's approach to the auction, I was left a little bit baffled. I didn't see a lot of action while I was there. I was there through the first 3 groups. The 4th group, I wasn't present, but through the first 3 groups, I didn't see a lot of action. They went after a couple of guys, Varun Papuri to name one of them. Sarnam Patel right to match. They used a couple of different options, and I was just waiting for that big splash, that big splurge. They were really heavy in the first edition of this in the all-rounder category. They were very heavy in it. They went after pretty much everybody in the all-rounder category. And then they let a lot of guys who they had last year walk away. And I think same thing with the Tornadoes. A lot of guys who were part of that team, Akash Joshi, who's part of the SAMP Army franchise at the moment, they let them walk away. And, I just saw both teams did that. And I was just kind of interested. Did I think either of these 2 teams would have the season that they didn't? No. I don't think anyone really came into the year thinking neither of these 2 teams are going to win a single game until the final one, where one of them would have to win a game. Battle of the undefeateds here. Down the leg side is Rajiv. Again for Rajiv, you can see the angle coming in above his head. Gets ones to move back into the right-hander. So he's going to want to start outside the so maybe around 5th stump, outside the off stump at the very minimum. Akshar Patel just wants to give him a word about that. And also moving himself to a mid-on position. I do like that adjustment there. There was really no one covering that area of the ground, which didn't make a lot of sense. Again, this one hit through mid-wicket. Fielders coming around to chase it. Akshar Patel has just moved to mid-on. Is going to keep it just to 2. Change in the field, maybe they're moving Akshar more to a mid-off. Switching the mid-off and the mid-on fielders now. A couple runs going through that mid-on region. They felt they have some better options, maybe. Get Stephen Edward. He's a high-flying, explosive bat. He likes to get going. Oh, and that's how you're going to do it. That's a no ball. It has to be, right? But he's picked a gap. It's going to be 4. The umpire's not giving that one no. I'm intrigued by that decision, not give that one a no ball. It was well up in his chest. Especially in the previous match when they gave one in the super over that I wasn't sure about. Thought that one might have been dipping, but they say this one was dipping. So there's a 4 there that time for Stephen Edward. Couple boundaries start off for the Tornadoes as we see Rajiv come back in. This time down the leg side once again. Stephen Edward pops it up into the air. A couple bounces out to the fielder. The battle of the winless. These two were the 2 teams that made up the top 2 in last year's edition of the Adda Premier League. This year they see themselves at the bottom of the table. Not the way they wanted their year to get going. Finally finds the off stump there and finally gets a dot ball for it. So again, that's the key here, I think, for Rajiv. He gets a little bit of movement in. Doesn't seem to be moving a heck of a lot, but he seemed to be starting it on a pretty poor line. Starting out on a better line that time, gets a dot ball. I'm sure both sides want to walk out of this one with a win. This time full length off stump, just to the fielder at mid-on. That one on the stumps down the leg side that time, looking to play that one well over the mid-wicket region. That's going to be 18 for the loss of 1 after 2.
Sesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Sesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Sesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@sestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Sesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So we welcome you back to the Premier League. As you see Preet Patel coming back into bowl for SAMP Army. Deep extra cover fielder still there. Okay, we'll give you updates from around the league as this game goes through. Down the leg side, deemed wide by the umpire. A new keeper in for SAMP Army, Sarnam Patel. Not the most experienced at the keeping position. Just between you and me, Sarnam was asking me about which pads do the keepers wear. Asked me whether he needs to wear a thigh pad or not. This one flicked over the leg side beautifully. No fielder out there in the deep. That's just a creative stroke there from Stephen Edward. Preet just trying to ride the batsman up a little bit. And just do a little bit of a flick of the wrist, something we saw Gail Rahul kind of do in the World T20. A lovely shot, that one from Stephen Edward. Moves the total into the 20s now for the Tornadoes. And the Tornadoes would be thinking, where was this all year long when we needed it? And it's crazy what pressure can do, ain't it? For Preet Patel, if you're going to bowl there, you would think you have a mid-wicket fielder. It just doesn't make sense to not have one. Like then down the leg side again, he tipped it straight up into the air. It won't matter because there's no one out there in the deep. It might run away for 4. And it has run away for another 4. Just straying down the leg side, making it too easy on the batsman as you hear the wind blowing through. And we know how good Stephen Edward is. We saw it even last year in the finals. We saw how good he truly is, and here in the final match he's showing off some more class, so it seems to be a tendency. That final match seems to be his match. The Chargers and the Marvels are both batting first in their respective game. The Chargers, they're 13 for loss of 1 after 3. They lost Aaron Putta, it's Govind and Wasim Ahmed, the 2 men in the middle over there. We talk about the Marvel scorecard, and they're around the same spot. 19 for loss of 3, or excuse me, with 3 overs gone without loss. Satya Acharya and Neil Mohan Raju, the 2 men in the middle over there. Hits the deck again, down the leg side. I'm just not sure what Preeth's trying to do here. He's just struggling. I'm not sure if it's the wind. It is blowing back into you. Maybe that's throwing him off a little bit. Had a good first over. He was very tight and tidy. This time just spraying a little bit. Almost like a broken Nerf gun. For all you kids of this era, you know what I'm talking about. This one again, down the leg side. Preeth trying the slower one. Struggling. Gotta go back to the basics. I need someone to come up and talk to him. It is Akshay Patel coming in to talk to him. He needs to have a little bit, just relax a little bit here, Preeth. Take a deep breath before we run into bowl. You're looking at the off stump, off stump, off stump. That's what you're looking at. Again, down the leg side. Again, work through backward square leg. Again, the keeper goes off blazing after it. Sarna Patel, he puts on the gloves and he's having to run around everywhere. So can't escape the running at CF1. Again, the Tornadoes haven't really had a start like this. They had a couple games here at CF1, just never got off to a start. They were in pretty much all of their games, and you just were waiting for them to flip a switch, flip a key. And they just never were able to flip that switch. This time, down the leg side again. Fielder's there though. Oh, it sailed over him. It's 6. He was along the boundary. Jammed him a little bit up for room, but enough time for Munna Hussain to get back on the back foot, rock over, and hit that one away for 6. Akshay Patel having a word with his bowler. Just over the top there. And again, the Tornadoes would be asking, where's my form? Where was this form all season long? As this delivery comes through full again, looking to play a big slog sweep, unable to get onto it. Preeth does well to collect it straight away. That's going to do it for 3 overs. 3 overs gone, 36 runs on the board for the loss of 1 wicket.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
Back in we come. Rajiv given a second over. Stephen Edward get another opportunity to go big. 17 off 18 he is. Again, we'll constantly give you updates from all around the league. The playoffs start tomorrow. That's why the playoffs are a big focus. The Marvels getting things going there. 30 without loss in 3.5 overs. Chargers 14 for a loss of 1 after 3.5. Again, the Kings would be hoping that both the Raiders and the Smashers do win. That would be at the 4th position, but if they win, you would feel very good about your opportunities, or maybe they just want this, basically run rate's a big factor, and you don't want to leave that up to chance. You want the teams ahead of you just to go ahead and win. And that seems backwards. Well, if you're number 4 and a team can jump straight to number 1, well, then you don't really want to risk that. You don't want the Chargers to win. They'll jump straight in with the Raiders. They look in good position as well. Rajiv comes into bowl. And I think now it's just about fun for these two teams. Just go and express yourself. And Steven Edwards seems to be doing so and does it beautifully. Carves it through the offside. Through extra covers. Jumped over, and it might be in the woods. Is orange, yellow, and green, but that shot was the prettiest thing we've seen. The ball finding committee comes out. Steven Edwards carved it, didn't try to do too much, and we know how talented of a batsman he is. Just felt like it hadn't clicked. Again, this team the Tornadoes kind of felt like the Kansas City Chiefs this year, if any football fans are out there, just waiting for the team to click, and it just didn't click, right? It just hasn't clicked yet for Kansas City. If you're a Kansas City fan, I know you're hoping it will. I don't have high hopes that it will. But if you talk about in a cricketing sense, how about India in the World T20? You're waiting for something to click, just never really clicked, and just the last couple games where it didn't really matter. That's when you started to get some wins. As this delivery comes due, down the leg side once again. Appeal, half-hearted, wide, dealt by the umpire. And for the Sump Army, I was just curious. I was just like, okay, is it gonna happen? Can it happen? And again, they just feel like they're missing something from Jaskran Malhotra. Right? They missed out on not having him in the field. Last year, the fielding was very good from this side. The batting was led from Jaskran, bowling led from Jaskran, and they had kind of an energy about them that I just don't see in this year's team. Looking to carve it through the offside again, unable to do so. And again, Jaskran on national duty as he should be, scoring 6 sixes out in Oman. Just got selected in the Indian T10 League by the Deadly Bulls, the team that has Ali Khan. Down in Antigua, they went 6 for 6 down there. He was a big part of that 6 for 6 in the qualifiers. Takes the top spot in that tournament. This one hits straight back down the ground. No fielder there. No fielder going to get to it. It's going to be 4 more for Steven Edward. Fielder gave good chase. It wasn't going to matter though. And like I said, I just thought there was just an energy missing from the Sump Army, and I think you can feel it right now, right? Even though it's the final game, and every single game you have a chance to win, you want to go out there and put your best foot forward. Try to go and put out your best performance, no matter what the situation. But it just feels like at this juncture, they just haven't. And I'm not sure what that's about. I just haven't felt that energy in games I've watched. This one leading edge up in the air, but power play. The one isn't going to fall in the hands of any of the fielders. Will it run away for 4? Should it? No, Steven Edward looking to work that one through the leg side. Just got a leading edge. And they've had some bright spots, the Sump Army. They had the 50 from Sarna Patel, some good scores from Akash Joshi and Hitesh Kumar. Preet has bowled well. So they've had some bright spots, but they've also had a lot of bad spots, right? You talk about their opening against the Marvels, that time the Yorker there from Rajiv. And then same for the Tornadoes, right? You talk about the good spots in Ravi Teja scoring 70-odd runs, and then talk about just Adi Gupta and Danish Khan bowling well. And then talk about, Adi Gupta getting lit up here at CF1. And, just these moments that you kind of look at and say, yeah, you felt glimpses, but you just never saw the whole picture come together. That's going to do it. 4 overs gone, 47 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. So we welcome you back. The wind welcomes us back. Goes away for a little bit though, just adding a little bit of dramatic effect as Harun Waric comes into bowl. Excuse me, Suhail Waric comes into bowl. Suhail, a good bowler, mixes it up well. Gets a little bit quicker through the air. Coming in as... Oh, that's lovely. That's just lovely. Rock back on that one, Munna. Oh my goodness me. Just extended the hands and he has it. It was full, it was outside the off stump, had room for his hands. You made use of his hands. Brilliant player through the covers. I've seen a couple big shots over the head of a cover fielder as I've been standing at covers from Munna Hussain. He's tried to take me over covers plenty of times. And that shot, that tops the list. Again, Harun just, he's going for the full Yorker type delivery, just too wide on that occasion, didn't quite hit the Yorker, and it's just easy pickings. It's a good start to the over for the Tornadoes, and again, they've just been looking for this form from Munna the entire year. They kept giving that opening chance. Hadn't found that had that form. Another big slice. Fielder's there. Can he get underneath it? No, he's gonna stop short. Just gonna be one. Maybe two off an overthrow. No, just one. Stephen Edward back on strike, already 27 runs to his name, just off 14 deliveries. Down, full toss, down the leg side, too easy. Just made use of his hands and helps it along its way. And the ball making a home along the boundary line because that's where it seems to be almost every single delivery. Another 450 comes up for the Tornadoes, 56 for the loss of one. Stephen Edward in the 30s. We're in for quite a show. I think we're in for quite a treat at the Tornadoes' batting innings, and I'm sure the Sump Army would have something to say about it too. Got not many scores defended here on this type of a ground, but you know, with this kind of start, haven't had this kind of start out of a team going into bat first. Again, the final day before the playoffs begins. These two teams will not be here. They'll see which two teams join them and watching. Oh, that one's flicked up in the air. Fielders are there, but it's right in the middle of them. Bisects those two fielders. Gonna be two, is two. Quite easily, I might add. Stephen Edward, he's liking that flick shot. He likes playing over cow corner, play some big shots there. Good keeper as well. How about elsewhere in the league? 4.5 overs gone for the Marvels, 37 runs without a loss of a wicket. The Chargers, though, they've lost 2 wickets already, 31 for the loss of 2 in 6 overs. Gaurav Khanna and Govind, the 2 men in the middle. This one sits straight back. Has he picked the gap? No, enough done there for mid-off to get around. Again, it's a matter of 1 wicket here for Sump Army. If they can take the quick wicket of Stephen Edward, he's been expensive bowling to him. But if they can get this wicket, you're back in the match. This time through covers, just gonna find one. So that's gonna do it. 5 overs gone, 59 runs on the board for the loss of 1 wicket.
Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm so excited to be a part of the Think Sabio intern team. Think Sabio is a powerful tool that provides detailed reports on stock institutions in order to help you make more informed and sound investments. This tool can help everyone that trades, but especially beginners. It's no secret that trading is an intimidating field, but at Think Sabio, we simplify it. Through education, we aim to reduce the intimidatingness of trading. This helps students gain confidence and jumpstarts their investment careers. Investing at an early age is so important because it amplifies lifetime earning potential and allows for more financial freedom at an early age. So create a free Think Sabio student account today and start making money right away.
The new bowler is Varun Papuri. 59 runs on the board, 5 overs are gone, 1 wicket down. Stephen Edward on strike. Oh, and through the leg side is an inside edge. And Varun has also been a bright spot for SAMP Army. He was the guy that they went after in the auction. Like I mentioned, one of the guys I can remember. So again, it's the 1 wicket here, Stephen Edward, that could really change a game. Straight back up in the air for a moment. No fielder was there. They're going to get it by for a quick single. And let me remind you once again, tomorrow, playoff start. And that's the big thing. Playoff start tomorrow. We're going to have the first qualifier, the first eliminator tomorrow. And next weekend, we'll have the second qualifier or second eliminator, whatever you want to call it. It could go either way. And then the finals. So in come Varun Papuri to Munna Hussain, teammates of Cheetahs. Works into covers. Varun knows what Munna likes. Again, plays together in TCL. They know each other's tendencies. Down the leg side, up in the air, fielder's there. Misjudged it for a bit, but made the catch. He made it in the end. That's the end of Stephen Edward. Look for one more of those stylish flick shots. He's been fancying them all game. This time leads to his downfall. He's gone, 35 runs to him. Varun Papuri been brought in to take that wicket, and that wicket has been taken. Again, it's a brand new ball game. Who's gonna come out to bat for the Tornadoes? No Adi Gupta today. Ravi Teja came out earlier. Is he going to come back out to bat alongside Munna Hussain? We'll have to wait and find out, but a big moment in the match here for the SAMP Army. They get a much desired wicket. Varun Papuri gets the wicket to Stephen Edward. Munna Hussain going to be at the striker's end. We'll let you know who's at the non-strike in a moment. But again, a big moment in the match, the big wicket. Stephen Edward 35 off of 20. Also 35 off 21. So say Mustafa Ahmed has come and joined Munna in the middle. Oh, looking to take a big swipe at it again. Varun knows what Munna likes. And you can see him adjusting the field just a tad bit. And he knows where Munna likes to score, where he gets out. This delivery comes through again. Try to go with that full Yorker length this time. Gets it wide, gets it wrong. The field. Two fielders out in the deep at deep cover and deep extra cover. Again, that's where Winter does most of his scoring. He does like to take it over mid-wicket. And he's been trying to do that, but you'll take that because when he does that, he's opening up those stumps. He's opening up that ability for those stumps to be hit. And that's going to do it for the power play. 62 runs come from it. 2 wickets have fallen, so productive power play for both sides. You would say, I think, that is swaying in the favor of the Tornadoes at the end of the power play.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So where are they giving the ball to? Is it Karthikeya Jagadish? Looks like it is. Managed to the catch out in the deep. Get another bright spot for the SAMP Army. He's a tremendous bowler. Pulls for the Morrisville Cardinals. Again, another minor league player who is a member of the SAMP Army side. Watch out for the googly turns, maybe more than the conventional leg spinner. He's on the USA 45 for a period of time. That one drifting down the leg side. Sonu Patel didn't pick it. And it might run away for 4. The fine leg fielder's coming around to it and saves it from 4. Just going to be 2. Signal from the umpire. That one just dragged down. Again, 1 day away from Adda playoffs, where it really starts. The season begins tomorrow. 58 without loss and 6 overs are the Marvels, so that power play absolutely belonged to them. The Chargers in 6.5 are 36 for 2, looking like they may be on the brink of losing that game. Was showing some of that respect that, Karthikeya Jagadish, JK, what he brings. He obviously you have to deep him with that much respect, again, because the way he's able to move both. Especially on a concrete wicket too, you can turn. This one played through mid-wicket. He's picked the gap, so it's definitely going to be at least 1. They settle for just 1. Throw comes on the full from Beats Patel out in the deep. Looking to play that one through mid-wicket. That slog sweep, unable to get onto it. Fine legs coming around to it. Will it run away for 4? It has run away for 4. All the way it goes. So it looked to be a regular slog sweep. Ended up being more of a paddle sweep. Down to fine leg for 4 more runs. Hussein's going to continue to play that sweep. And if you push it outside, he'll continue to play that cover shot. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a googly starting from 5th, 6th stump. Then I'm going to try to free his arms. It's hit straight. It's going to be a couple bounces to the fielder. Makes a good adjustment and does well to keep that one from becoming a boundary. Again, very difficult to field out here at CF1. It's a nice day out. The sun is out. No clouds in the sky. Plenty of colors in the trees. So beautiful fall day. Big appeal. And there it is. We're giving out 1 for the big sweep. Karthikeya been brought on to take a wicket and does exactly that. 71 for the loss of 3 now are the Tornadoes.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So JK has 1 ball to come. He'll be willing to get into Chandu Param. He's been a good bat for the Tornadoes, shown some big hitting late. Has got an opportunity to bat pretty high up the order, and I think for the Tornadoes, they want to see what their team has. And I think this is going to be a big part of the auction process next year. You know, for skipper Vikram Ravikumar, for owner Pradeep Bangalore, it's a big deal, right? Who do we want to keep out of this side? Right, last year you had a lot of games, a lot of opportunity to test people out, and this year, you know, not going to have those playoff games, not going to have those abilities. So this is your final chance to go and see, okay, is this a guy we would be willing to go, and how high would we be willing to go? I think these are all the strategic moves being played for that as well. Chandu, he's been a good bat for him, 100% has, and that's going to be a single out in the deep. Preet Patel. And that's going to do it for the over. So 7 overs gone, 72 for the loss of 3 are the Tornadoes. And again, we look through other places in the league for the playoffs. Big time playoff games happening to us. The Marvels finally lose their first wicket, but this is in the 7th over. 7.2 overs gone, 65 runs on the board. The first wicket fell. It was the wicket of Neil. Neil went for 43 just off 20. Satya Acharya has 18 off of 24 not out. Sujay 1 off of 1. And then we jump into the Chargers versus the Raiders. The Chargers 51 for a loss of 2 and 8.5. Govind 30 off of 28. Gaurav Khanna 16 off of 16. The wickets that have fallen: Aaron Butta 2 off of 7 and Wasim Ahmed 2 off of 2. Murali Krishna has 1. Kiran Reddy has 1 of his own as well. So we jump back into the SAMP Army matchup here versus the Tornadoes. Varun Papudi being given a second over, bowled well in the first, got a big wicket of Stephen Edward. Want another big time over. For the Tornadoes, again, don't want to lose any wickets at this point. And Chandu's a big hitting batsman, he likes to go big. He's been sent in that situation. And just working it through the leg side. He calls for 2, and they just settle for 1. There's a little bit of confusion in the field setting. They've gotten it sorted out now. So Munna Hussain, he's 17 off of 12. It's a straight back, long off is there. Should just be kept to 1 run. And is just kept to 1 run. A little bit of a fumble, not going to lead in any extras. Again, for SAMP Army, also you're looking at, okay, which players do we retain for next season? Right, you're hoping Jaskar Malhotra becomes available next season. It's a big part of that team. As this one full straight again, work to extra cover again. Just a 1. We're talking about who to retain, who not to retain. If you look at the SAMP Army team, you can put Jaskar Malhotra and Karthikeya Jagdish out there alongside of a Sarnam and the core that you have with a Preet Patel. You feel, okay, and Varun Papuri. we can get something going here. We just got to get the right pieces in place. The big swipe just past the outstretched arms of Varun. Ends up being just a quick single. Varun wants a little bit of an adjustment in the field. Calls in deep extra cover. That's the 8th over here for the Tornadoes. Full and wide, work to short cover, chance of a run out, unable to be picked up cleanly. They allowed to happen. Deep extra cover goes back out. This time through mid-wicket. Mid-wicket fielder is there. He's coming around to field it. Does keep that one from 4. Chance of 2. Chance of a run out. They get 2 in the end. A little bit of a fumble. Again, difficult to field here at CF1. Gotta be on high alert, on red alert every time. 8 overs gone. 79 for the loss of 3.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
Karthikeya Jagdish coming back in. And again, Tichandupurem work through the leg side just for 1.
I cannot see the ball. I thought JK can't play like
Adjustments in the field being made. Mid-wicket comes a little bit more straight. Covers comes a little bit more straight into more of an extra. For Munna makes a lot of sense. Again, I think Karthikeya's played a lot of cricket everywhere. Understands the gas, but that time Munna steps back on it just a tad bit short and carves it through the offside for 4 runs. JK just missed that length on that occasion. Just a tad bit short, gets a lot of extra bounce on it, and would just stand back and let the ball spin away from him and cut it away. Lovely shot that time from Munus, and he's picked the gaps well. He's 25 off of 16, 84 runs on the board here in this 9th over. They'll be looking to hit 100 by over number 10. Delivery comes through. Went for the big swipe. A little bit of a missed handle by the keeper. Again, a first-time keeper here in Sarna Patel. He was asking me earlier, hey, do I wear a thigh pad? So he has to get a little bit accustomed to wearing the gloves. But JK not going to be happy about that one. He bought a brilliant delivery, completely outdid the batsman. Able to scamper off for another single. This time just goes on to middle stump, spinning away. Just letting the ball spin, do its thing, every which direction, JK. This time it's more carved again through the offside. Didn't have as much pace on it. They're going to push for 2. Munna says no. Chandu was ready to go. Munna says no. We're just going to settle with the 1. Comes through, flighted a little bit. Oh, and it's just been run down beautifully. They're using the spin to their advantage, using the pace to their advantage. Just go all the way for forward. It has. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. Munda's is feeling it today. I think he senses that his tornado lifeline is on the line. 9 overs gone, 90 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
In we go. But I don't get in a third over here. Chandu. Oh, leading edge, just nearly carried. Just nearly carried. Look, just looking to work that one through the leg side. Found a leading edge. 90 runs on the board here in this 10th over. Slower delivery, worked straight to the long-on fielder. A little bit of a fumble, not going to result in any extra runs. So Munna Hussain, he's 29 off of 18. Started off well, it didn't open in this match. Came 1 down. He's done it well. That went through the offside, just to the left of the fielder, backward point. It's going to run all the way to the boundary for 4. Went fully, went wide. Munna just well enough. That's your alert, we have a boundary watch. You know, if this type of a wicket, I think they've missed the trick a little bit. The deck here is made for you to hit the good length and it does something off of it. It's been a constant that we've seen. It's not something new. It's been constant that we've seen it here. This time made some room for himself. Has he carved the gap? I think he has. No fielder does well enough. Keeps it to just 1. Made some room, but didn't follow them. Looking for that lofted extra cover drive. 96 runs on the board, 2 balls to go here in this 10th over. Tornadoes would love to get to 100 and just get to tee off from that point. Down the leg side, that's one way to help out. Again, this is a game for pride. Doesn't matter you win, lose, how much you win or lose by, but it's a pride game for both sides. No one wants to be an undefeated team, or excuse me, a winless team. Haven't had a winless team in the Adda Premier League. If my memory does recall, we'll get our statisticians to let me know if I'm right or wrong. Hopefully I'm right. Yeah, no teams have ever been undefeated. We're looking for our first, excuse me, winless. We're looking for our first winless team. And we'll get one here in the Adda Premier League in the second rendition, because both these teams winless. Down the leg side. This ball's been played. Has he picked the gap well enough? Yes, he has. It's brilliantly played. It's been that same shot he's played all day long. This time got a low full toss and made a made use of it. 4 more to the name of Chandu. 4 more to the Tornadoes. 100 comes up. Got 102 here with a ball remaining in the 10th. Looking for the really first big total at CF1. That mid-wicket fielder was positioned a little bit too wide for that shot, for him to be able to cut that shot. He made great ground, just wasn't quite quick enough. Varun into Chandu again, down the leg side again. Keeper went up in the air, but arms go up in the air just to signal a wide. Struggling with the line here, Varun. Someone accelerating away. Chandu looks to be trying to accelerate, and he has accelerated with that shot. Another 4 runs. Another over goes. 107 for the loss of 3 after 10. Let's talk about what we have elsewhere in the league at the moment. The Chargers versus the Raiders. The Chargers are 60 for the loss of 3 and 10.5. So the Raiders, they're doing a great job. Oh, they make that 61 right on the button. Sunderson just loses his wicket. LBW. Avijit Garwa gets the wicket. It's Vijay Kohli and Gaurav Khanna out there. Vijay Kohli just making his way to the middle, as we talked about. We have the Marvels taking on the Smashers. The Marvels getting off to a hot start. 92 for the loss of 9 and 10.3. Amar Bhatia and Sujay Goloti, the 2 men in the middle at the moment. Amar has 20 to his name. Sujay just a 3. Again, Neil got it going. 43 off 20. Satya 23 from 27. So the Marvels getting off to a good start here. Again, they're going to need a big win to get themselves into the playoffs. They're going to need points and run rate, so they have to win, and they have to win big. For the Smashers, they can pretty much stay in as long as the Chargers don't get the win there, and they keep their run rate at a somewhat decent manner. So some more spin being brought on. Hitesh Patel coming into bowl. And I remember having a couple conversations with him. He says, you know, I'm bowl slow. There's no doubt about it. But when you least expect it, I go even slower. So he'll slow, go slow, 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 go slow, and then he'll go even slower. So we'll see how the 2 batsmen handle that. This one tried to be cut. There's a fielder there. Oh, a little bit of a misfield. And it results in a single. Fielder adjusting through the leg side. Brings in the deep backward square leg fielder inside the circle. I think he wants to send one more out through the offside, maybe a point. So the field, deep point, deep covers, long on, long off, cap corner, and deep mid wicket. So he comes in short, it's pulled away, mid wicket is in place, should just keep it to 1, does just keep it to 1. Field reshifts, deep backward square leg, goes out, and point comes in. So Damunna Hussain likes to play that slog sweep. Oh, outside edge. Is it going to beat the fielder inside the circle? No, it won't. Like you said, when he goes slow, 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 when you least expect it, he'll go even slower. So here we go, back in. A little bit quicker that occasion, up in the air. But point is out in the deep. Should keep it just to 2. It does keep it to 2. It's So no boundaries coming off the over so far, so it's been a good over for Sump Army and their views, just slowing down the run rate. Plenty of batting on the side of Sump Army. Suhail Roric, Hitesh, Sarnam, Preet, Kartikeya. Plenty of men who can come in and swing the bat around, score some runs, Varun Papuri, just to name a few. So it's not that they cannot chase this total, they definitely can, they just want to restrict. Again, if you can keep it within 170, you feel good. Anything past 170, you feel okay. And then if it gets past 180, 190, then you're like, dang, that's going to be a lot of runs to go out there and chase. But again, anything's possible here at CF1. A lot of runs have been scored at CF1. It's a ground known for the run scoring. Made some room for himself, then followed the ball with his feet at the end. They're going to get away for the single. They're thinking about two. Chandu said too late. And Muna says, no, that is too late to say two. So that's going to do it. 11 overs gone, 112 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. JK back in. 20 in his 2 over. He's taking a wicket. Just looking to take him on. They're going to just find the mid-wicket fielder who came very straight. Again, I want to see that googly come in to Munna. Put it outside the off stump, he'll either go for the big extra cover drive, go for that slog sweep from there. Get one to squeeze back through the gate. He turns it very sharply. Deep square leg comes inside the circle to become a genuine square leg fielder. And it becomes short third. So in for that maybe outside edge that we saw earlier from Kartikeya when he was bowling to Munna. For the little rundown that Munna can also play, he's played that a couple times. So in he comes. Kartikeya quicker in the air, looking to play that one. Big appeal, yeah, there it is. Sarna Patel is in and out the hands, and he got it in the end. Almost had a blunder on his first day as a wicketkeeper, but it sticks in his hands in the end. The 4th wicket falls for the Tornadoes. This time when Hussain goes 38 off of 26 deliveries, 113 for a loss of 4 and 11.2.
Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm so excited to be a part of the Think Sabio intern team. Think Sabio is a powerful tool that provides detailed reports on stock institutions in order to help you make more informed and sound investments. This tool can help everyone that trades, but especially beginners. It's no secret that trading is an intimidating field, but at Think Sabio, we simplify it. Through education, we aim to reduce the intimidatingness of trading. This helps students gain confidence and jumpstarts their investment careers. Investing at an early age is so important because it amplifies lifetime earning potential and allows for more financial freedom at an early age. So create a free Think Sabio student account today and start making money right away.
In we come. Kartike Jagdish gets wicket number 2 for himself. Wicket number 4 for the Sump Army. Sana Patel almost made a very costly mistake, but in the end, was able to get a stick in his hands. That time, a little paddle sweep from Ravi Teja. Smart bat. It just says 1. So JK putting some of that pressure on here. Trying to clog up some of these runs. 114 of them already have come up. I think he knows the way to do that is through these wickets. Another team just broke into the hundreds. We'll get into that in a little bit. So that one's just defended back to JK. The Marvels 105 for a loss of 2 and 12.3. Now make that 114 for a loss of 2 and 12.3. So getting it going over there. This one, oh, look to take a big wipe at it. Chandu gets a big inside edge. They're going to push away for 2. Ravi Teja's quick, and Chandu's quick enough. They could think 3. I think Ravi Teja wants 3, and they do get 3. Is it going to be 4? Yes, it is 4. Chandu with a big smile on his face. I think he was excited he didn't have to run that 3rd one. So that big sweep comes out. Again, it's a slog sweep there, not a genuine play at it. The wind's starting to pick up, as you can hear, blowing from the right corner of your screen to the bottom left corner of your screen. That general direction. And this one's just worked through the offside. Fielders coming around. They could push for 2. They are going to push for 2. Ravi Teja, he's quick and he always wanted to run. He wants 3. Chandu never even turned around. Always looking for run, always eager to get it going. That's going to do it. 12 overs gone, 120 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. And again, as we mentioned, elsewhere across the league, the Chargers versus the Raiders. The Chargers, they're 84 for a loss of 4 after 13 overs. It's Gaurav Khanna and Vijay Kohli, the 2 men in the middle at the moment. Gaurav Khanna 28 off 24, Vijay Kohli 16 off of 9. We jump into the match between the Marvels and the Smashers. As I mentioned, the Marvels 114 for a loss of 2 after 12.3. Sujay 19 off of 12. Amar Bhatia 26 off of 17. So they've just been right on to the Smashers from the very word go. So we'll see how those 2 games unfold and how it affects the playoff standings. This game not affecting any playoff standings, but no team wants to be known as the first winless team in all of Adda. And that's what these 2 teams are playing for. In comes the Sump Army, and in comes Hitesh Patel. Flied it up in the air. If they just thought about the big shot, I'd like this to go to short cover for a single. It's Chandu now on strike. Deep extra cover moves to more of a genuine cover, a more conventional cover position. Still more extra than he is regular. This one, the sweep comes out, mid wicket's there. Just gonna be 1. It's been a good weekend for cricket. I guess Saturday for cricket. It hasn't been too terribly cold. It's starting to get a little bit chillier now. The wind's starting to pick up. The temperature's starting to drop down as we head into the afternoon. Daylight savings time, that's what that does for you. Oh, look at the paddle. Big appeal, I think, outside the off stub. Shuffled well across. And for that, I don't want to say, we'll say panted. We'll say that panted little paddle shot. We'll say pan pending. We'll see if he gets the pan over there. This delivery comes through, looking for a big one. Caught an inside edge down to long on. Again, from these two sides, it's a disappointing year. There's no doubt about. For them, it's disappointing. But Adda has not been. We've had incredible games. These two teams have been part of incredible games. As this one quicker. Oh, that was smashed through mid-wicket fielder there, but it's well over him. Is it deemed 4? It's called 4. He was inside well inside the boundary then. Thought I might have hit it on the full, but he was inside. Had he been on the line. 4 deemed from the umpire. I thought he might have needed the big red S on his chest, but he didn't need that. Just needed to be on the line. So Hitesh just adjusting the field now after that 4 there from Chandu. It was a good pull shot, it was quicker. He's just dragged on. Anytime he's gone quicker, he's gone short. This time slower. And a work straight to the man at long on. So that's gonna do it. 13 overs gone, 127. Oh, never mind. A little bit of a fumble gonna allow for them to get back. I was midway through sending you to an advertisement. No way, no sir. Hermitage always in the game. 13 overs gone, 129 runs on the board. 4 wickets down for the Tornadoes. We welcome you back. Kartikeya Jagdish coming back into bowl. Work to the man at cover. Unable to field that one cleanly, so able to get by for an easy single. It was going to be 1 nonetheless. So no harm, no foul, really. So Kartikeya just telling the fielder, hey, we got it. That's the field I want. Comes back into bowl. Oh, there's the big slog sweep. Fielder's there, but it won't matter. That one's definitely 6. There's no question about it. Oh, that was beautiful. Got down on her knee and helped it on its way. The ball's finding a home on the boundary rope. That one sent miles over it. Again, like I said, Chandu's been a big hitter for them all year long. One of the bright spots and a dull season for the Tornadoes. And definitely gives the management something to think about going into next year's auction as a guy they have to think to bring back. This time went for the cut shot. They are going to run it. Comes through and played a short cover, just running down. Easy single. Single after single that they're getting. The big 6 in between. Look for another one. Fielders there. Should just be the 2. And it is just going to be the 2. Chandu look to sandwich another 6 in between singles. This time just found 2. And the wind blowing from the left to the right of your screen now. Oh, went straight through. Sardam Patel was on the ground, took it with fingers pointed up. Not sure if that's conventional wicket keeping technique, but we'll go with it. For all you wicket keepers watching, how would you have taken that delivery? Let us know in the comments, but that's going to do it for us. 14 overs, 140 runs on the board, 6 overs to go. How about elsewhere? 14 overs for the Marvels, 132 runs on the board for them for loss of 3 wickets, taking on the Smashers. And then you talk about the Chargers versus the Raiders. We look at the Chargers as they come into bat first. 14.3 overs gone for them, 102 runs on the board. Vijay Kohli 24 off of 13, Gardner Gunnar 37 off of 29. No wickets have fallen since we last talked about them. The Marvels, they did lose a wicket. That wicket happens to be none other than Amar Bhatia, who loses his wicket. Morrisville now in the middle. Struggled earlier on today. Ambrish, can he find some rhythm? Amar Bhatia undone by side. They just ready. So we get 2 big games in terms of playoff positioning. But Hitesh Kumar Patel coming into bowl now. Here we go. Into Ravi Teja. Hitesh comes in. Loopy, slow, up in the air, pick the gap. They're pushing for 2, and they're going to get 2. Brilliant running from Ravi Teja. He's quick. He's always looking. He's always active between the wickets. Ritesh comes in. Again Loopy, again through covers, again in the gap, but this time just 1. If you're into Chandu, he had the big slog sweep earlier against JK. Does he whip it out here against Hitesh? Again, heaves it to the leg side. It was short. It was quick. Raviteja just thought about it. Chandu never was even considering. Hitesh comes back in quick, short. It's just going to be worked out to long off. Another single. Again, Hitesh hasn't been expensive. 2.3 overs gone, or 2.4 overs gone. 19 runs to the name. That he's given up. Chandu in the 40s, just off 24 deliveries. He's going to want to get there in style. Long off comes a little bit straighter now. Maybe he tries to fly one up, tap it slower. Does go slower, back of the hand. It's hit straight back. Long on coming around. Can he save it? No, he cannot. It's going to be 4. Four runs all day long there. And 44 now comes up for Chandu. He needs just 1 more big shot. 1 ball left in this 15th over. And it looks like the first game here at CF1 is going to break 200 runs the way it's going. It looks like they're getting 10 runs and over quite easily. Not many boundaries flowing, just runs flowing. Where does Chengdu try this one again? Short. This time straight up. Fielder's there. Should be taken. And it is not. He's under. Came under it. Overran it. Had to lean back for it. It's going to be deemed 4 more runs to the name of Chengdu. And that's a big time drop. 48 runs comes up for Chengdu. 153 runs on the board. 15 overs done.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So here we go. Who's coming into bowl? Looks like it's going to be Varun Papuri. 5 overs to go. 153 runs on the board. The march to 200 here for the Tornadoes. Looks like Ravi Teja has walked off in retirement. And Zain coming in to bat. Has had many opportunities to bat for the Tornadoes. Again, I think it's all a management ploy. Yes, you want to give your players the opportunity to play, especially when you know this is your last one. I think it's all about the fact that they want to judge what they think he can do for this team. This one going to be 4 down the leg side. Yeah, it is going to be 4. Is it deemed wide by the umpire? No, leg buys. Leg buys plus 4 runs. So a welcome way for Zain to start out his innings. Doesn't count until any runs towards him. It'll take 4 runs just to start off. Comes it down the leg side again. Big appeal down the leg side once again. So to sneak off with another leg buy. So leg buys to start out the over. Make that 158 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. As Chengdu will be on strike. And that's the alert that Chengdu needs 2 more runs to get to his 50. Can he find it? This delivery, will it be with a big shot? Yorker delivery comes in, so just gonna be 1. So 159 for a loss of 5. Make that 160. Excuse me. 159 for a loss of 5 after 15.3. A single here would make that 160. Full toss, hits him. That should. No, they say no. Oh, the throw. There's no one backing up. And allows for another single to take place. So 2 runs there. 2 more leg buys. 161 comes up. as 160 comes up for the Tornadoes, 152 on the board for the Marvels at the end of 16 overs with 3 wickets gone. Sujay, 47 off of 25, proving why he's the marquee for the Marvels. This delivery coming through for Varun. Again hits the legs, and again another leg by. Another big throw, he's hit the stumps. And yeah, they give him this one. Zayn has to go back. He hadn't got anything come off the bat for him. Everything had been leg buys. Varun makes no mistake this time. Hits the stumps, takes off the bails. So Zayn has to walk back very quickly. And another wicket falls for the Tornadoes.
Sesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Sesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Sesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@sestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Sesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So Varun's coming in. Chandu on strike. 1 away from his 50. Oh, it has put him down. It was hit straight to the cow corner fielder. So there's the 50 up for Chandu. Rather inglorious 50 there. Off a drop catch, but a 50 nonetheless. 50 just off 28 deliveries. Just hand up to recognize. And that's going to do it. 16 overs gone, 162 for loss of 6. Danish Khan is the new man in. For the Chargers versus the Raiders. The Chargers, they're starting to pick things up just a little bit. As we see, 17 overs gone, 122 runs on the board. Gaurav Khanna 45 off of 36. Vijay Kohli 34 off of 21. They still have not lost a wicket, but they've definitely ramped things up since their wickets have fallen. Got things back in the right direction. Again, it's the thing here of run rate, playoffs. Those are the 2 games that really play big implication here. The battle of the winless. Who's going to be the first winless team in the Adda Premier League? Will it be the Tornadoes, the defending champs, or will it be the SAMP Army, who were the table toppers last year? So Chandu back on strike. Hitesh coming back into bowl. Here he come. This goes quicker. Chandu goes straight back. Has he pierced the gap? I think he might have. No, it's done well. Keeps that one to just 2. So the cow corner fielder comes a little bit straighter. Now cow corner is vacant. If Chandu wants to take it, I'm sure he will. Oh, it was bit back of a length. He's cut it through covers. Should just be one they're pushing to. Danish Khan, he's quick. As quick enough he is. They could think about a third. Danish says no, don't worry about it. This time straight back. Fielder's there. I think it's going to go over him. Yeah, it has. The fielder's just not been there from the Sump Army today. Another drop catch. He settled himself underneath it, just went straight through the hands. Would have been a nice take had he had it. And right on the full for 6. So another 6 for Chandu. Another life for Chandu. Breath's giving him his second life here. See at this, just saying, breathe, it's okay, just relax. Another one's coming. And Chandu not going to slow down from here. 172 on the board here in the 17th over. They're going to be the first team to score 200 at CF1. Already one of the highest scorers at CF1 throughout Adda. This one found the bottom edge. They're going to shuffle on through. So Danish Khan, he's going to get 2 deliveries here. He's going to face his first one. He plays the ramp shot well. We'll see if they elect to keep a fielder there. I think it hit Desh's pace. Maybe he doesn't elect to, or maybe he just squares himself straight away. And you can see Sarnam pointing it out. And they're sending that fine leg fielder deep, and that's exactly why, because of the shot that he plays. They bring in the deep cover fielder, send back that deep fine leg. Getting right there for that ramp if he likes to play it. But he showed some brilliant flurry at Fuqua Upper last week. There's a cut shot. Oh, and he pierced the gap just to the left of the fielder. And again, another slight misfield leads to another boundary. 4 off of his first, Danish Khan. Again, he's been a real gem for this team, both with the ball and the bat. Late stages coming in, scoring a quick 20-odd. And with the ball taking a couple wickets here and there. The score moves to 177 now here. Ball finding committee's out in the cover region to find that delivery. It's pouring it on now are the Tornadoes again, looking to get to 200. The Marvels, they're 18 overs up, 170 runs on the board. Sai Krishna and Ambrish, the 2 men in the middle. Sujay gets to his 50. Ends up being dismissed by Sai Tejas Reddy. This one looked to cut it again. A little bit of a misdo by the keeper. So that's going to do it. 17 overs gone, 177 runs on the board for the Tornadoes.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
So here we go, Preet Patel been given the ball back. Akshay Patel just wants a word with his bowler about where you want these fielders. 177 runs on the board. Chandu's going to be on strike. Long on a straight deep mid wicket. along off a deep cover. Let's see what Breathe has to offer. Again, we talked about the Marvels into their 19th over, 170-odd runs. Look at the Chargers into their 19th over, 142 for 4. Vijay Kohli brings up his 50. Gaurav Khanna not too far behind. He's on 48. So they're looking to put on some big runs here. Again, totals over there similar, but it's still more defendable, I think, at Fuquay, just because of the fact that it's easier to field a Fuquay. Ball's don't go, if it hits the gap, it's not always going to go away for 4, a little bit thicker grass. But here, hard to defend, but with this type of a total, we haven't seen what it's like. That one's slapped out to long on, just for 1. Breathes with a big smile on his face. Again, talks about his pace. He likes, he feels like he's really coming into his own. He feels like his pace is sufficient enough to rush some batsmen. Again, I think he's just a tad bit short. If he bowls on the length, I think bowlers today, the pace bowlers, haven't bowled on the length. They've either bowled short or all the way full, and that's the length I'm talking about, right there. There's something happening there. Let it continue to happen. So there's the alert. What's going on? What does that alert mean? It's not going to be good. Gaurav got enough 50. He's 48 off of 38 at the moment. For the Marvels, through their 19th over, 175 runs on the board for them. It's a big time, couple overs. Putting the Raiders under some pressure. Excuse me, the Smashers under some pressure. The Raiders still under some pressure. 142, not easy. Few to adjust. And to Danish Khan again, breathe. Danish likes to play some different strokes down the track, pull the length back. I think he might have bowled a little bit slower one, rolled his wrists on it. Danish came down the track, then he'll try to go off the back foot. Just wasn't really able to get much on it. Just kind of all over the place on that time. Breathe comes back in. This time finds an under edge. They're going to push for 2. I think they're just going to settle for 1. They are just settling. The keeper, Sanam Patel, he did well to get all the way out there. It's a mid-wicket. Two balls to go here in the 18th over. 179 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. Both these teams looking to win their first game and their final game. Two table toppers of last year. This year, 2 at the bottom of the table. Again, short. That one did not bounce at all, but it's well sought out by Chandu. That's a sign of a batsman who's been in, who's brimming in confidence. Ball did not bounce, stayed extremely low, and just kind of just used his wrist, opens the face of the bat. And there you go, 4. And you see Danish Khan, like, how in the world did you manage to do that shot? And there you go, 4 more. He got one that didn't rise. He thought maybe that could crash on the stumps, but Chandu, he dealt with it well against man seeing the ball well, who's on a high. That's exactly what that was. 183 for a loss of 6 down. 17.5. Last ball to go here in the 18th. Get 200, very much possible. They've been going above 10 runs and over the entire match. Slower ball, worked into the infield. I think he might have picked the gap. He has picked the gap. Is it enough for 4? It was a slower ball, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be another 4, so 2 4s to finish it off. And it's been well carved. It's been Chandu carving it through the offside in this over that's resulted in him. Beautifully done there. 187 at the end of 18.
Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm so excited to be a part of the Think Sabio intern team. Think Sabio is a powerful tool that provides detailed reports on stock institutions in order to help you make more informed and sound investments. This tool can help everyone that trades, but especially beginners. It's no secret that trading is an intimidating field, but at Think Sabio, we simplify it. Through education, we aim to reduce the intimidatingness of trading. This helps students gain confidence and jumpstarts their investment careers. Investing at an early age is so important because it amplifies lifetime earning potential and allows for more financial freedom at an early age. So create a free Think Sabio student account today and start making money right away.
Rajiv comes back into the attack with just 2 overs to go, 187 runs on the board. Getting just straying down the leg side early on his first spell. Can he find the right place to put it? Comes down the track, Danish, finds another bottom edge, but it's gonna be enough to result in a single. Chandu 70 off of 35. He's got 30 more runs to go to get to his 100. I know that's a milestone. I'm sure the Tornadoes are watching for him and hoping that he gets. And why Danish just so ready to get off strike. Just stay off strike. Slowed it down. It's on him. Almost got Chandu lacking. Almost crashed that one onto stumps. You could see hands on the heads of both Sarnam and the bowler Rajiv. Batsman was very worried. Just got back inside. So in he comes. Tried to take another big wipe at it. Unable to do so. Sarnam trying to be active behind the stumps. Unable to hit it. Now Chandu seems to have a little bit of a block, and I think maybe the pace off the ball from Rajiv. The angle he creates with his hands, maybe throwing Chandu a little bit off. Danish just wants to have a quick word. I think he's going to say, hey, look, let's keep it rotating. Let's not clog up runs. Right? You don't have to go and hit 6s. We've been hitting 1s and 2s, and that's been doing just fine. And then we could get that odd boundary. The boundary's going to come. You're in such good form. Maybe say, look to the covers. That's an open area of the ground. There is no deep cover. There is a deep actually cover, more of a wide, long off, really. So maybe try to go over there instead of trying to heave it to the leg side where there's fielders. He goes straight to the leg side. Fielder attack. He does attack well. Just keeps that one to 1, barring an overthrow. No overthrows. So 189 here in the 19th over. March 200. Well on their way here. Just 11 more runs required. Like I said, they've been well ahead of that 10-run rate thing. This one carved over the top of covers. Like I said, no one's out there. Fielders running around from the wide long off. They're able to get back for 2. That was a very stylish shot. Just kind of sliced it up in the air. And no fielder on that side. He said, all right, I'll take advantage. So 191 on the board here with the delivery to go in the 19th. Slower delivery, hits straight back. The long off fielder should deal with it. Oh, and he does not. It's gone through him. It's going to be in for 4. Getting tough to field out here. CF1 and results in another boundary, this time to Danish Khan. So 19 overs gone, 195 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. Akul Gupta comes into the middle now. Chandu had his say at the crease, and they just want to see out Akul Gupta. Adi Gupta's older brother, Adi Gupta, not playing today. Akul Gupta getting his first signs of action this weekend. Was part of SAMP Army last year. Was not retained in the auction by the management crew. Again, the umpire just trying to get it all moving. Well behind time. Game was supposed to start at 1 o'clock. We started probably half an hour late. So he wants to push both sides to be a little bit quicker. So Akul Gupta there. 5 runs separate the Tornadoes from 200. Fine leg fielder moves into a short third position. Akul Gupta is a good bat. See what he does here. He is someone who does like that. He can play through the covers. And he does like a cow corner region. To tell. These two have played each other for a while. Pace on to the bat. He just works it down to third man. Again, he likes pace on, Akul. I think any batsman really doesn't mind the pace being onto the ball. As long as it's not swinging. As long as you can trust the balance, you'll feel just fine with as much pace as you can get. To really ramp up the KGs, or the KMPs. Batsman outpace. Oh, there comes the ramp shot. Unable to get it. Big appeal. Just found an edge of the bat there from Danish Khan. So there's the wicket. A new batsman has to come to the middle. Will they just send back out Chandu? I'm not sure if you can. But a wicket just falls there for Danish Khan. Trying to do one of those. Trying to use the pace of Preet Patel. This moved a little bit too far over. More alerts happening here. So what's happening elsewhere in the Adda Premier League? Big games in the playoffs. So at the end of 20 overs, the Marvels finished with 187 runs against the Smashers. Smashers need to chase 188 runs. And the Marvels looking to get in based off run rate. They can win the game, get to 6 points, and then be with the Kings in that matter, and the Smashers for that matter, with the run rate. The Raiders taking on the Chargers. The Chargers sitting at 6 points without the run rate on their side. They're sitting at number 5 right now. They scored 177 in their 20 overs. Gaurav Ghana does get to 66 off of 43. Vijay Kohli was run out for 66 as well. But a good flurry to finish off their innings. Just 4 balls remaining here. Just 4 runs remaining for the Tornadoes. We'll see who comes out to bat for them. Akul Gupta is going to be at the non-strikers. Then you're going to get 2 brand new bats in the middle. So that's Preet's second wicket of the day. Okay, he's going to move on to number 8 now. 8 wickets have fallen. They're looking for 4 runs are the Tornadoes. Oh, that's beautifully played over covers, over point really. And that's gonna be your 4. There's 200 up. It was too wide, it was too full, it was too easy, just had to extend the arms. And at this point, when there's not swinging, it's gonna be easy pace onto the bat. Any batsman will take that. 200 comes up for the Tornadoes, becomes the first team in Adda to get to 200 here at CF1. It's Bhushan who came in. He's 4 off 1, and it seems like a lot of these batsmen are coming in 4 off of 1. We saw Danish Khan, the man, his predecessor, come in. First delivery he played with, put it away for 4. And Bhushan puts away 1 for 4. 3 balls to come. That one didn't bounce on him. They're going to scamper on home for a quick single. Thought about 2. Bhushan says no. So the next 2 going to be played by Akul. Pace onto the bat is not a problem. I tried to maybe bowl a couple slower balls. Does roll the wrist on it, hit straight back. Chance just past the outstretched hands. They're gonna push for 2. A little bit of a misfield allows for the 2 to happen. 2 fielders were there, and they both run onto it. So they get back for 2. Zuck will find a delivery here. Went for the switch hit, but it's not going to be deemed a wide because he's now a left-handed batsman. He was taken maybe over the head, nothing given by the umpire, so they're going to walk away. 203 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. 204 is those required. You heard the scores from the other grounds. We'll get back to you here in a little bit, but first let's look at the batting scorecard because that's going to be a sight to see for the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes, everyone was able to get going with the bat. We talk about it. You see Rupesh Raut 8 off of 5, but then from that point on, Stephen Edward 35 off of 21, Munna Hussain 38 off of 26, Mustafa just 1 off of 3, but Chandu 71 off of 38, Ravi Teja 9 off of 9, retired. Chandu was also retired. We had Zain 0 off of 4, run out. He had a couple leg buys, and then Danish Khan 12 off of 9, Akul Gupta and Bhushan both not out. Akul Gupta 3 from 3, Bhushan 5 off of 2, not out for both of them. The bowling scorecard for Samp Army, not many guys stand out, but amongst the men who do stand out, you talk about the men who took wickets. 2 for Karthikeya Jagdish, who was 4 overs, 39 runs to his name for the 2 wickets, and then 2 to Preet Patel, 4 was 46 runs for 2 wickets. Rajiv 3 overs, 27. And then the most economical bowler was Varun Papuri, 4 overs, 29 runs, also did take a wicket. You had Suhail Wadaj, 1 over, 12 runs, and then Hitesh Kumar, 42 runs off of his 4 overs. So that's going to do it for that first innings. We'll be back in for the second innings where the Samp Army, they look to avoid being a winless side in the Adda and being the first winless side in the history of the Adda Premier League. And when we get back, chasing 204 runs. welcome all of you back here to the Adda Premier League 2021. This is rendition number 2. We have the 2 tabletoppers from last year sitting here. Both winless at the moment. The Tornadoes, though, they got off to a great start with the bat. 203 runs for them. As we see, Rupesh, he'll start out the bowling. Suhail will start out the batting. Suhail has those quick fire knocks. Scored 90 odd in just 30 deliveries in a T10. And T10 almost scored a century, so he has definite ability to go big very early. The Tornadoes, again, they're going to want to win to get some momentum, and also for the SAMP Army, right? Momentum leaving the season, don't want to go winless. Don't want to be the first winless team in the history of Adda. That's not a place you want to be at. If you want to know what that feels like, ask Detroit Lions fans. Sorry, Detroit, but that's not a great place to be at. But again, 204 runs to be had, but again, playoffs, that's the name of the game. That's tomorrow, playoffs. We're talking about playoffs. We talk about the Raiders and the Chargers and the Smashers and the Marvels. Smashers been known to get off to hot starts. They got out to a pretty decent one so far, but we'll have to wait until this delivery's bowled straight up into the air. Suhail, is this the end of him? Fielder's there. Oh no, in and out. Fielder mid-on was coming around. He came underneath it, hit him right on the body. Suhail wants to go big straight away. Should have been taken to other batsman, Kirti. Oh, and a good dead ball there from Rupesh. Seems to be 2 different approaches to this inning so far. But we talk about the Smashers. They're 16 without loss, and it's 1.1. Shrikant Reddy, 14 off of 6. Getting up to another hot start. That one slowed down. Kirti was looking to take that one over the top to the leg side, just slowed it down. You can see this Inet rolled his fingers, Just a little bit of a laugh for him. This time try to do it again. This time rolled the wrist over the ball, did Kirti. And they're gonna push for 2, go away for 4. Yes, signal is 4 and is 4. So I guess the run's going for Kirti Thakur. That's the way to get off the mark. For the Smashers, 21 runs, 1.2 overs. Big playoff implications. The Kings would be hoping for at least the Raiders or the Smashers to get a win, especially the Raiders. They would hope the Raiders get a win. They're 16 without loss and 1.3, needing 162 from the next 18.3. This one cut away, cut straight to the fielder. Chandu makes no mistake. He's the man of the hour. Rupesh came in, just cut straight to him. Kirti, a look of disbelief. You see where he finished that shot, and that's going to do it. The first wicket falls. They dropped Suhail early. They no mistake, and he has to go 5 for the loss of 1 after 0.5 overs.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So Preet Patel, been promoted up the order, hadn't batted this high in all of Adda. Had a couple conversations with him, so he felt that he, could be productive in these kinds of positions if he was sent up into them. Didn't say he needed to be, but said if he was, he felt he had the ability to make a big impact. Well, that one's straight up. Could he be walking away straight away? Redemption not had. A second drop for Zain. Right at mid-on, a smile from Preet. A smile from Rupesh. That's going to do it. 1 over gone, 6 for the loss of 1. Or the SAMP Army.
Sesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Sesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Sesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@sestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Sesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So here we go. Preet Patel back on strike after getting dropped. Suhail as a non-strikers then after getting dropped. Both by the same fielder at the same place. Delivery comes in. And Preet shows just some defense, works it to the leg side. They're able to get the quick single. So now two off spinners early. They elected to go with Chandu alongside to open. And this delivery comes through again right on stumps. Not much work that Suhail could have done with it. And the wind's starting to pick up. The sun's starting to go down. You can feel it chilling out a little bit here. And it's only 3:36. The wind is really picking up. Disappointing season for both these sides, but they want to end high. Which team will do so? Both teams lackluster in the field so far. Oh, Stephen Edward, how quick was that? So Hale took a couple hops down, took a couple hops back. Jedu in one swoop takes out the stumps. Fortunately for Suhail, he was back in his crease. This time worked around the corner. They are going to take a chance of a run out, unable to pick it up. Laps being had again. I think these two teams just relax, having fun. Understand this is just, just a fun game. They want to win, but they're just trying to look to have fun and enjoy themselves on their last game of the Adda Premier League before we have to get it for next year. And that's going to do it. 2 overs gone, 8 runs on the board. The Raiders, though, 20 for the loss of 2, taking on the Chargers. Mustafa Tariq and Abhishek Sharma, the 2 men in the middle now. Mustafa Tariq coming off 116 not out in the previous match that they played, the Raiders. Naresh Ramaredi and Sunny Kesaredi both gone early. 11 for Sunny, 5 for Naresh, 4 not out from Mustafa, and 0 for Abhishek Sharma. Just got into the middle. And then for the Marvels, again, they're defending 188. They have this match as 37 for loss of 1. The 1 is Chandu, who scored 87 or 80 odd in their previous match. Just scored 6 runs as this delivery comes through, beats everybody, and could be 4. No, just going to be 2. So good work there from Zain to keep that one to be coming. Again, I'll finish my thought here. 37 for loss of 1 on the smasher, Shrikant Reddy and Faisal Kashmiri, the 2 men in the middle. At some point, I mean, they got to, their Tornadoes got off to a very hot start. They kept going at above 10 and over, and that's basically what you're looking at throughout the match. It's going to be very difficult to do. But shots like that's going to help you to do that. There's a fielder there. I don't think it's going to matter. It's well over him. It has at 6 runs. Suhail got all of that one. They had him first delivery up. They had Preet first delivery up. Unable to take either of those 2 catches. This one right in the arc. Bada bing, bada boom. Get Fielder there at cow corner, also Fielder at deep extra cover. Fielder would have needed to have grown a couple inches to catch that one. This one a little bit of a paddle. He's worked it through backward square leg. Fielder's giving chase. Can he get there? He has saved it. And they're going to come back for 3 runs. Preet Patel now going to be on some strike. And this is what you're going to have to do every single over. You're going to have to make up for the 2 overs that you just played. But you're going to do this from here on out. You have to go at this kind of a rate. Already 11 runs off the over, but you're going to need 10 more to make up for what happened. Look for the big swipe, big appeal. Umpire not interested. Preet just walking around, having to rethink himself and saying, man, I could just play that one over cover. That was outside the off stump. No need to take that swipe. Again, these dot balls can occur, especially when you're trying to make up these past 2 overs. You got 10 runs combined, so you can make it up here in these next 3 deliveries. Next 2 deliveries, it'd be great. But just have to now have to score a little bit extra every single over. Quicker delivery. Work straight through. A little bit of misfit from Rupesh. I think it split the fielders. It has split the fielders, and it's 4 more. So a very conventional shot just leads to 4. Holds the elbow, gets it off the meat of the bat, and just splits the mid-off and mid-on fielders. So 4 more to the name. That's your boundary alert. So in we come. Last delivery. This one played through the offside. Fielders there should just cut it to 1. And is just cut to 1. So that's going to do it. 3 overs gone. 24 for the loss of 1. Our SAMP Army. So in we come. Chandu back in to Preet. Dragged down and dragged away. Could run away for 4. But at least you're going to pick up 3 from it. And they do pick up 3. Making the fielders run around your SAMP Army. So similar start to this over from the previous over, 3 runs. Now I'll see if Suhail Warich answers with the 6. If he does that, then we have a very similar start. Field again, you have the deep extra cover, that cow corner fielder as well. Short, and it's going to be worked behind for 4. Try to go quicker, but it's just shorter. And once again, and you see Steven Edwards saying offside, offside, offside. Easy pickings. Not worried about it. 4 more added to the total. Making things interesting, the SAMP Army are. They're a touch behind the run rate. Those 2 4s put them back in it. Getting 9 more runs from here. Probably a little bit more than that as well, but at least 9 to come from the next 4 deliveries. But a good start. So again short, this time missed out on it, and you can see Steven Edward agonized with pain, shaking out his finger, holding out his finger. It's going to be 2 runs. He doesn't even want to put his hand out there. He is screaming. His finger is throbbing. I'm not sure what it caught, but he's not happy about it, and you can see his hand. He's just shaking it around and still shaking it, puts it back in his glove, but that's something to watch for. Watch that left hand. Watch the left hand of Steven Edward. Fuller and length, slap through covers, And again, watch the right hand of Vikram Ravikumar. Fractured it. Doesn't want to put it on the ground. So leaks another 4 runs. It's cold, and that's when injuries can happen. Happened yesterday at Fuquay. Again, had a similar injury happen to me. You definitely don't want to put your hand out there. It's its right hand. It's right thumb. That was the finger that was injured. Part of the reason why I'm sure he didn't come out and bat in this match. He did bat in the first match. I'm sure through much pain. Flied it up, looking to take a big heave, deemed wide by the umpire. Chandu didn't like it, but a bowler never likes it to be wide, even when it is wide. It is clearly wide. Never likes it to be called. They want a silent acknowledgement. Again, looking to take one, and another wide signaled by the umpire. So 3 runs, 39 runs come up, and back on the run rate are the Sump Army. And there's that single, moves them into the 40s. So 1 ball to go, Preet Patel on strike. Again, they just take any runs from here. They're not free runs, you don't want a dot ball. You still be just a touch behind, but if you get any semblance of a run, you're in a good spot. No one cut, and that one taken for a quick single. So 41 at the end of 4 overs. The Sump Army, they're back in it. They've lost 1 wicket.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
Mustafa had been given the ball here. It's the first signs of pace. His 41 runs have come up on the board. Preet Patel responsible for 11 of them. So here we go. Some pace. A wide long off. And a wide third man. So Preeti's got the leg side open if he wants to take it. Tries to, and he has. He's just worked it to the mid-wicket fielder inside the circle. So Hillward finally gets the helmet on as the pace comes on. And again, the leg side is open. They're daring you to take it over there. Or take it over genuine covers or conventional covers. Oh, how about that shot? Positioned himself very early. Knew there was no fielder out in the deep. It is going to be 4. Added to the total. Again, just smart. Picking the field. Using the power play to his best advantage. Has 2 overs of it left. They bring in the wide long off and send back the deep mid wicket. And again, toying with the fielders now. He's making them put the fielders where he wants them to. I wouldn't be surprised this one goes over covers on the offside, or maybe even through points. Oh no, look to have it down the leg side again. Unable to do so this time. Go. Mustafa comes in. Oh, this one full toss on the leg side. It's mid wicket, not backward square leg. Should it have been? Yes, it should have. I think he might have done well. He has done well enough to stop it from being 4. Just going to keep it to 2. Great effort. We saw some great saves in that region earlier today from Hari Krishna. In we come. And Suhail, I'm surprised you haven't seen any of him try to make some room, take it through the offside. He has the ability to do so. Again, trying to take it through the leg side. Big appeal, big shout. Stephen Edward can't believe it's not giving out. I think he might have taken part of the thigh on its way through. Get a good comeback into the over here from Mustafa. Kinda seems like maybe you might want to bring that mid-wicket fielder to a square leg. Even backwards, he's trying to play it late through that region. That might be a safer option. This time through the offside, it's up in the air. Fielder's there, should be taken. It is. Crammed for room, couldn't extend his hands. And the fielder has it this time. So that's the second wicket to fall here. And that's the end of the 5th over. 48 for the loss of 2 are the SAMP Army. And on that note, let's get a game break in here. We look at the Smashers taking on the Marvels. The Smashers, they're 76 for the loss of 1 after 5.1. Just 112 more runs needed and 14.4 deliveries. And guess it's that man again, Srikanth Reddy. Another bomb, 60 off of 19, exploding through this run chase. You look at the warm graph over there, they are well ahead of what they need to be at. So a beautiful start for them. And then we talk about the other match, the Chargers taking on the Raiders. The Raiders at 39 for 3. The Chargers right in it, taking 3 quick wickets, but is Mustafa Tariq still there? He's 20 off of 12. But they've lost Sunny Kesar Reddy, they've lost Nadesh Rama Reddy, and Abhishek Sharma. It's been Sundar Sen, he's been the guy to take 2 of them, and Taha Shahid taking 1. 2 interesting games going on there. There's going to be 2 interesting chases, and this one's shaping up to be an interesting one as well. As we see Akshar Patel striding his way to the crease. Mustafa over ends. Do they elect to go pace? No, it looks like they're gonna elect to continue with spin, like to go continue with Chandu. Just watching the fielders here, Akshar Patel. Deep mid wicket and long on cow corner. So for Akshar Patel, he hasn't had the greatest of seasons. I would say just look to work it in there for single. I think that's what Preeth's telling him. Hey, don't try to do anything too big. Just look to work singles. That's all we need. Singles, singles, singles. I'll take the majority of the risk here, but you just get your eye in. All right. So the deep mid wicket, still the long on. Again, I would think maybe you try to make him earn it. I haven't seen much from him to earn this type of field setting. But maybe thinking of something we don't. Thought about the run, elects not to. And he's gonna keep it there on the offside. Dare him to play over the top on the offside, or maybe come across to the leg side. From there, there is a slip in play. Slower delivery down the leg side, and no, eager to get off. So just given a dot ball there by the umpire. No wide given. Goes quicker through the air this time, looking to take that one through the leg side, bottom edge, onto his legs. Can Akshar Patel get off the mark? Can he get it going? Last time I saw him at CF1, it was Sujay of the Marvels getting him up, cleans him up. He cleaned up most of that top order. Chance of a run out. Oh, a misfield. And it's going to run all the way for 4. So there you go. Akshar Patel gets off the mark with the 4. Trying to be a little bit aggressive in the field. A slight misfield allows that one to run all the way. Getting a little uneven. Uncle just trying to be a little bit too aggressive there. The run out was in play. Preet was not off. Looking to heave it through the leg side. Does well. Has he picked another gap? Thinking about 2. They do take off for 2. A little misfield allows it to be 2. Brilliant here. Akshar Patel, he's 6 off of 2. They put those runs in the name of Preet. You can see the big smile off his face. I think it's a sense of relief from Akshar. Had a couple of games where he was duck out, so feels good for him. And there you go. Is that going to be another boundary? I don't know why he said no. They end up taking the single. Akshar thought it was a force, not 4. And deemed buys by the umpire. That's going to do it. 6 overs gone, 55 for the loss of 2, our SAMP Army.
Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm so excited to be a part of the Think Sabio intern team. Think Sabio is a powerful tool that provides detailed reports on stock institutions in order to help you make more informed and sound investments. This tool can help everyone that trades, but especially beginners. It's no secret that trading is an intimidating field, but at Think Sabio, we simplify it. Through education, we aim to reduce the intimidatingness of trading. This helps students gain confidence and jumpstarts their investment careers. Investing at an early age is so important because it amplifies lifetime earning potential and allows for more financial freedom at an early age. So create a free Think Sabio student account today and start making money right away.
So back in we come. Danish Khan gets in. It's going to be Akshar Patel on strike. Always flicked it well down to the leg side. There's a fielder there, and he did well. Got his feet to that one. Again for Akshar, just sigh of relief. I know on the scorecard it says he's 1 off 1, but in all actuality, he's 8 off of 3, or 8 off of 4. Actually, they call him 0 off of 0. Oh, there we go, 1 off of 1. In actuality, he's 8. Oh, the leading edge. Oh, falls short of any fielder. A little bit of misfield allows him to scamper on through. He's just been unlucky with some of these wicket-taking opportunities. Akshar Patel, Preet Patel is having a quick laugh. And trying to enjoy themselves in their final game of the Adda Premier League. Down the leg side again. Lovely shot once again from Akshar Patel. So Preet Patel back on strike. Akshar moves on to 9. Preet 12. And make that 13 for Preet Patel. Actually, he's got a couple down the leg side. Can Danish find one on off and middle? Does. It's up in the air. Down the leg side once again. Able to scamper off for another single. Moves his total to 10. Cut away through the offside. Fielder is there, should just keep it to 1, and does keep it to 1. No, they're pushing 2, and they get 2. Moves Breathe to 15, and that's going to do it for the 7th over. 62 for loss of 2. Let's check where we are in other stages across the league today. Again, it's the penultimate games of 4. The finals, the Raiders, they're 54 for 3, chasing 178 from the Chargers. 124 needed in 12.2. The 2 men in the middle, Mujtabatarek and Sabradish. How about we check out the Marvels and the Smashers? The Smashers already 100 runs to their names. They need 88 more in 12.3. 88 off of 75 with 9 wickets in hand. Srikanth Reddy, 72 from 24. Absolutely lighting it up right now. The Marvels, they need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Smashers, they win, and they jump to number 1 in the seedings. So it's a big-time game here. Just like Mustafa is coming back into bowl. Into Akshay Patel, so they've tried him with a couple spinners. They want to try him with a pacer now. He's got 10 runs to his name. I know it says 3 on your scorecard. It's 10. Oh, and that one left alone. And he's asked deep mid-wicket to come inside the circle, daring Akshay to pull him over. Still covers out in the deep. And if he's going to hit the deck hard like that, why maybe the deep third man wouldn't be a bad option. A lot of runs can be scored in that region. Goes full on stumps. It's well sought out. And chance for 2. They're going to push for 2. No, they're just going to take 1. So 11 comes up for Akshay. This one pulls straight back. He slapped it back. Fielders are charging it. It's going to be 4 for Preet. Moves to 19, Preet does. Okay, he's trying to go short. He rushed onto him, but it was just well slapped. Some power on the bats of these two Patels. And the direction of that one, too, is very straight. Not easy to pull a ball straight down the ground, but that's exactly what he's done. Just opened his stance up. And doing that without a helmet as well. Long off coming a little bit straighter as well as long on. This time gets a little bit fuller. Breathe moves on to 20. Akshay 11 runs to his name. This delivery full on stumps. Big appeal. Might have been some bat involved. Conversation with the umpire there from Mustafa. He had a half-hearted appeal, but it seems like he thought it was completely out. That's why he didn't appeal. This time appeal, there was 2 noises. So Akshay survives. And that's going to do it. 8 overs gone, 68 for the loss of 2 are the SAMP Army. We welcome you back as Danish Khan comes back. Breathe, charges. Is down the leg side. They're gonna push for two. Throw comes to the wrong end. Bowler's end could have been a run out. Breathe moves to 22 now. A little bit of confusion where they want to throw it. I think they meant to throw that one to Uxher's end. That's what the call was for. Just threw it to the keeper. Sometimes just that quick look up from a fielder can make all the difference. Oh, that's a big swipe at it. Fielder's there. It doesn't matter. Got down on her knee and helped it along its way. Clears the road. Brilliant there from Preet Patel. Moves his total to 28. It moves his total to 28. With that big slog sweep for 6. You can see him having a little bit of a word. He's excited about that one. Always excited when he gets one of these big shots. And over there it's red. It's a red, yellow, orange, green, but that's the prettiest shot we've seen. He's able to find the ball. He has found the ball, so the ball's coming in just a moment. Preet Patel just having a word with the SAMP Army dugout. They're discussing, is that the right ball? See what's going on with Breathe here. He's asking for some water while they're out. Yes, he is asking for some water while they're out. Uxher Patel is going to go join him. So while we do that, we'll get you a little bit of a break, and we'll see you here in a little bit. Score reached 76 for loss of 2.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
.28 runs on the board for Preet Patel. 11 for Uxher. As we get the ball back in play, get some water into the batsman. Just hit that 6 at Preet. Gonna know, you might be saying, what is he talking about? It says Preet has 35 runs. This is messed up in the scoring. Preet is on 28. Uxher is on 11. For those of you who are math wizards, it's just 7 runs that were transferred from Uxher to Preet. Delivery cut through. Cut for a quick single, so move Preet to 29. So Uxher, you got a lot of balls down the leg side when he was facing Danish earlier. Let's see if Danish can get one to be on the off stump and away. See if they can make Uxer play through the offside. We've seen him play a couple of brilliant shots to the leg side. Can he get one through the offside now? Looking to do it again. This one going to be gone by. Uxer not aware that the keeper missed out on it. And they're running for two. Chance of a run out. Could be a run out. Not going to be. The doctor's saying it's behind me. I can't see. Again, just got to be a little bit more alert when things like this do occur. Buy is given by the umpire. That time down the offside, and it's well worked for that quick single. And a little bit well behind the run rate though, these two. As Uxer moves on to 12. Another fielder added to the offside, taking one out of the mid-wicket area. Interesting decision here. I feel like Preeth's just going to try to work his wrist through. Maybe that's the ploy. Get one to spin away from Preeth. Hits it just straight. They're looking for the quick single, and they do get the quick single in the end. So at the end of 9 overs, 81 for the loss of 2.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
Back, Preeth Patel on strike, gets a little bit of an inside edge. They're going to scamper along for a quick one. So Preeth moves to 31 with that one. Score ticks on to 82. Here in the 10th over again, well behind the required run rate. They're going to have to start picking up at some point. You need a flurry of boundaries from somebody. They were on it. Starting to fall off. Uxer Patel, he scored 12 runs so far today. Mustafa almost had him a couple times. He was able to just escape. Looking to take the big swipe, missed it out. He tried to take that one from well outside the off stump onto the leg side. So in we come. Mustafa. This time worked through the leg side by Uxer Patel, able to get some bat onto that one, so he moves to 13. Preeth asking, where are you trying to play that one? Preeth 31 runs to his name. He's looked good. He's definitely slowed up as of late, but he did have that one big 6 against Danish Khan, the big slog sweep in the previous over. That one just defended away. He's trying to enjoy his time out there in the middle, make use of it. It's his final inning of the Adda Premier League, along with Uxer Patel. Excuse me. Come as it gets a little bit chillier, looks for a big one. Has he sliced it back onto stumps? I believe he has, and he has. The bail comes off. Looking to take a big one, just got an inside edge, and he has to walk away. Walks away with 31 runs to his name. An unfortunate end there for Preeth Patel. He was looking in decent touch. Looking to take another one over Cal corner, unable to do so. And that's going to be the end of him. The score now reads 83 for the loss of 3. How about elsewhere across Adda? The Smashers 141 for the loss of 1. Srikanth Reddy 91 off of 34, and it looks like they're going to cruise to a win here. 47 needed from 50 with 9 wickets in hand. Looks like they're going to cruise to a win and cruise to their spot in the playoff and to their spot atop of the list. Right now, though, things dicey for the Raiders. They're 82 for the loss of 4. They lost their card there, Mustafa Tariq, 33 off of 18, and it's that man again, Sundar Sun. He's been so good for them. Took 3 wickets in the previous match, 3 wickets once again for him so far. And Murali Krishnan, the skipper, he's out there right now. 82 for the loss of 4 are the Raiders. They need 96 in the next 10 overs to also clinch themselves a spot, and they can move up to the top of the list, maybe at number 2. But the Chargers, again, if they can get this win here, they'll move to the close to the top, at least at 2. With 8 points. So the winner of this will basically move to number 2 on the list. It could possibly kick the Kings out of the tournament if the Chargers win. If the Raiders lose, and they lose with a good enough run rate, they'll still be in. If they lose big time, then their run rate competes with the Kings to stay at 4. So again, intriguing stuff here. But now we got to focus back in here. It's SAMP Army taking on the Tornadoes. Hitesh Kumar Patel comes in to bat. Akshar Patel, he has 12 runs to his name. Hitesh, he's 0 off of 0. Getting his first look after Preet Patel has to go. Musaffar looking for wicket number 3. Right away went for the Yorker, and good stop. Uses the legs well. $121 needed from the next 10 overs here for the SAMP Army. 83 for the loss of 3 after 10.
Sesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Sesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Sesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@sestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Sesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
Bhushan coming in to bowl now. He's going to be bowling to Akshar Patel, who's on 12 runs. And just works it down to the leg side. Chance of a run. Oh, poor throw. Throw on the stumps could have challenged him. Production moves to 13 now. Excuse me, moves to 14. There's a reason I'm not a math major. As you see, Hitesh Patel just wanting to change something. Changes the bat. Found the one that he likes. Again, Hitesh Patel, another member of the Florida Beamers. Preet Patel, Florida Beamer. Akshar Patel, a Florida Beamer. And Hitesh Patel, he's also a Florida Beamer. So those minor league players are stacked up on the SAMP Army squad. For the Tornadoes, you look at minor league players. You look at Rakul Gupta. Played for the Chicago Catchers. This one nowhere to go for Hitesh. Bhushan, he bowls tight, doesn't give you much room to work with. He can try to give you a little extra pace, and then that's when he can give that extra room. And it's that what I'm talking about. Just trying to do a little bit much. Oh, not wide by the deemed by the umpire. And that's when he can give you some room to work with. When he tries to push for some extra pace, you see his body just dip down a little bit extra. This delivery comes flying through right onto him. Yorker, quick chance. Oh, direct hit would have been it. Oh, and the run out chance is going to lead to extras off the throw. It could be 4 overthrows. No, they get back. So off of overthrows there. And you see, why would you throw? The call from the skipper. Akshay Patel back on strike after that 3. He's got 13 runs to his name. Excuse me, 14 runs to his name. And Bhushan comes in full straight. It's up in the air. It's been worked through mid-wicket. They're going to push for 2. Throw comes in to the wrong end. Once again, they're calling for keeper and they throw it to the bowler. So last ball here, Akshay Patel on strike. 16 runs to the name. And make that just 16. So that's going to do it for Akshay Patel. And at the end of 11 overs, 89 for loss of 4, our Sump Army. Elsewhere across the Adda Premier League, we get you game breaks. 89 for loss of 5 are the Raiders. In 11.1, we look at it. They have just lost the wicket of Murli Krishna Ankaraju, and that's going to hurt. He was undone by Dheeraj, another one of the bowlers that do a lot of damage for the Chargers. That's going to do it there. 82 for loss of 4. And then you talk about the marvels and the smashes. 31 needed from 43. Srikanth Reddy gets to his 100. 100 off of 37. And they're well on their way here to looking like the #1 seed with the points, the run rate. Seems like they're going to be just fine. And again, this is a smasher side that looks deemed. This seems to be poised to be a team that's going to be very difficult to beat. And you talk about it all starts with Srikanth Reddy at the top. Chandukesh Reddy has his moments as well. And at Fuquay, they've just been so good. They've been so good at Fuquay. The Marvels, their playoff hopes are on a thread. They have to win, and it's just fleeting now. 30 from 43, 9 wickets remaining, and it looks like their playoff chances are slipping out of their hands. Got no playoff opportunities here for either side, but some ploy of, okay, yeah, we have a win. That's what these two teams are fighting for, a win. Something neither team has throughout this Adda Premier League. Again, these were the 2 table toppers last year, 2 teams at the top. They played in that first qualifier. Sump Army went on to lose that first qualifier and then lose the eliminator. Akul Gupta now, given the ball. Member of the Chicago Catchers minor league team. Played in TCO Youth. Part of the Sump Army team last year. He's part of that Sump Army fixture. New man is another minor league member of the Morrisville Cardinals, Kartikeya Jagdish, the leg spinner. But it's Hitesh Patel on strike, so he's going to face the first delivery from Akul. Just a second match here in Adda, and down the leg side, and it's going to be 4 runs. He's got enough pace for that one to go all the way, just straight down. Not the way you want to be introduced here in the match. Just straight down leg side, too easy, just had to put some bat on it and gonna run all the way to the boundary for 4. Akul knows he needs to do better than that. That's a freebie and a gift to any batsman. Just 8.5 overs to go. Well behind the run rate now with Sump Army. They're going to need some big strokes here, and Elko just can't give it to him freely. Again, the brother of the retention for the Tornadoes, Adi Gupta. Adi would be on his way to Houston at the moment for the U.S. National Championships. Oh, and again, short. There's a fielder there at fine leg just to keep that one to 1. Escapes with that delivery. Not great. I think he knows. You can see it on his face. He knows that's not the delivery he wants. It's not Karteke Jagadish. He's a big hitter. He likes to go and take some swipes at it. He can go over cow corner. That is his region if he wants to hit. But Ukko has been hitting the length. Goes full and straight. Work to cover point, and they do get the single. And that's the ball if you're Ukko. That's what you're looking at. It's that region of the ground. Full, straight. He's someone who has the ability to hit those Yorkers, so can he consistently do that? That's the big question. That's what remains to be seen. Big bend of the back. Tongue twisters, and they're gonna twist it away for two, maybe? No, just one. Karthik, he's 1 off 1. 100 runs come up for the SAMP Army? No. They just dialed in a 4. They're predicting a 4 here. Are they going to predict it right? No, they will not. Just 1. No, and Hitesh says no, just 1. So 1 delivery to come in from Ukko. He's been a tidy over 8 runs just to come from it. The initial 4. And just 4 singles to follow. Will they follow with the 5th single? Or will you get a dot ball? We'll have to wait and see. Comes in, big appeal. Not given out. And leg by, so not going to count against Ukko. It was a good ball to finish, probably the best ball that he bowled. 98 for the loss of 4 after 12. Our SAMP Army.
Sesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Sesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Sesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@sestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Sesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
In comes Bhushan, and to Hitesh. Comes down the track, hits it straight back. This time into that cow corner area. Just gonna be 2. It's 104 more needed from here. Again, run rate just, the acquired run rate going up and up. Oh, that's a stroke down the ground. Could be taken, should be taken, not taken. He overran it completely, and it's going to result in another 4. The fielding on display has not been great from either side. The ball just kept going on him. And by the time he realized all he could do was stick one hand up in the air and hope it stuck. We saw magic with one hand up in the air that time. We've seen it there, that same position in the TCL Division 1 Finals. Ravi Teja took the greatest catch we'll never see. $104. Sorry, someone asking the score on that occasion. As we come back in. And we're going to be deemed wide by the umpire. Bhushan just looking to do a little extra, and you can see his body just kind of fall off a little bit towards the end. So in we come. Bushan into dish, looking to cut at it. Just unable to get onto it, just a little bit skid. Again, he doesn't get a lot of bounce and extract the bounce out of the wicket. Low release point just kind of goes through. Three deliveries to go in this 13th over. 99 runs are required. So again, looks like the Tornadoes have this wrapped up. Just looking to put it with a pretty bow. Saw the movement early. Did a little bit of a kick to adjust that one. They're going to push for two. They're going to get two. Through back in. This time made some room to the offside and made some room and used the room. Put that one away for six. Tried to pull the length back. Not enough pace there for Bushan and Hitesh. Made it look easy. Just one delivery to come now after that four. It was well worked again. Bushan, I think he knows that's just too short. It's too far down the leg side as well. Continue to bowl full, make him hit straight. You almost had your wicket taking opportunity there. Catch just misjudged. If you can just keep bowling straight, making him hit straight back down the ground. A little bit more difficult. And that's just a vacant region behind square leg. That's one up in the air. It's going to bisect the fielders, and they should push for two, and they are going to get two quite easily as it goes out to deep cover. And that's going to do it. 13 overs gone, 112 runs, excuse me, 113 runs on the board for the SAMP Army. We look elsewhere in the league, the Marvels versus the Smashers. The Smashers, they were cruising just a minute ago, and they cruised on to victory. They have the Smashers. They beat the Marvels 188. They chased it down in just 14.2 over. 14.2 overs. Srikanth Reddy, 126 off of 44. Faisal was 41 off of 37, but the story of the day has to be Srikanth Reddy. 126 off 44. He's the man to watch out for as the Smashers, they jump up the boards. But let's check out this match here. 13 overs gone for the Raiders, 117. They need 61 the next 42. The match is definitely on, and it's Sabarish, 42 off of 27. He's getting things going for them. You look at the points table. The Smashers, they got 6 points. 3 wins to their name. That win is going to be a huge one for them once that gets put back in. We'll have to wait for it to be registered, but again, it's going to be a huge one that once it gets put in, they're going to jump up to 8 points. And that's exactly what it is. 8 points at the top of the board for the Smashers. The Raiders, they can get a win. They'll also move up to 8 points. The run rate, I believe, will just be a tad bit behind. But then it will go from the Kings and the Sunrisers being the 2 teams in the finals and the first qualifier to being the 2 teams playing in the first eliminator. It's an interesting turn of events there as they trot all along for a single as Ravi Teja comes into bowl. And the next 7 overs just seemed like to be formality. Looking to play some innovative shot there. Hits the legs, and they aren't going to come back for a single. All of it happening. LBWP, a chance to come onto the stumps. A big smile from Ravi Teja. Again, now it's just time for these bowlers and batsmen to go out there, express themselves, have some fun. The final 7 overs of the Adda Premier League for these 2 sides. Comes down the track, hits straight back down the ground. There's going to be a 1 bounce over the boundary for 4. Brilliant there. Again, just skip down the track. And a bounce over the rope. Ease it to becoming 4. The Raiders now need 49 and 38 over there against the Chargers. Chargers again, a win here would put them at 8 points and put them at the top of the one of the teams at the top of the board alongside the Smashers. Try to go straight back, found an inside edge, It's gone down to fine leg. Fielder chasing it. They're pushing for 2. I think they're going to even push for 3. No, Fielder did well to keep it just to 2. Again, as long as you're not giving up too many boundaries, you'll feel all right as you're the Tornadoes. Again, just playing for pride here, playing to not be the first winless team in the history of the Adda Premier League. Don't want to be the Detroit Lions of the Adda Premier League. For those NFL fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. Comes down the track, sits straight back. Fielder is there, should just keep it to 1, and does just keep it to 1. Oh no, overthrow. No, backup was there though. Keeps it to just 1, the backup. So 1 ball remaining in the over. 121 runs on the board. This one hit down to the leg side. I think he's picked up the gap. Long on fielder moves it around. He does do well to keep it just to 2. Karthik thinking about it. They elect no. So that's going to do it. 14 overs gone, 123 for the loss of 4. Better out the back into bowl. 123 runs on the board, loss of 4 wickets, 14 overs have been passed. 81 needed for the next 6 again. This doesn't feel like the chase is on, but again, just trying to express themselves in the last 6 overs of the Adda Premier League. Swept and swept to the fielder out for just 1. Smashers again, they're going to move up to the #1 seed, and they're going to have good run rate on their side as well. So the Raiders and the Chargers, again, they'll be moving down to, they wouldn't be moving down at any position here. Maybe the Raiders move down to 3, as this one just worked for another quick single for Karthik. 41 needed from 35 for the Raiders to beat the Chargers. The Chargers need a win to move to 8 and secure themselves a playoff spot. If the Raiders win, they're in, and they also seal the Kings spot in the playoff. If the Chargers win, they're going to need the Raiders' run rate to move well down. Oh, that's a brilliant shot over cow corner. No fielder's going to take that one. One of the biggest ones we've seen today, just to step down the ground. And that ball's out of the ground. Let's make that 6 more for Hitesh. Move his total to 37. .39 from 33 over there, the Raiders versus the Chargers. This delivery again heaved to the leg side. Fielder's coming around, should just keep it to 1, maybe 2 at most, and just keeps it to 1. Well done. Get some alertness in the field, some intensity in the field as the sun starts to settle Starts to chill the day out. So he flied it again. Oh, that's a heave over corner. Fielder's there. Oh, and he makes a good catch. He adjusted to it well. Moved well to his left. That made sure he didn't go over the boundary rope. Ravi Teja, one of the best fielders we have, and made it look easy. Made it look simple, and there you go. Kartiki Jagdish has to go. Rupeth Raut get his second wicket. Should have had two early on. Should have two ducks, Preet Patel and Suhail Rorich. This time Ravi Teja makes no mistake. 132 for the loss of 5.
Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm so excited to be a part of the Think Sabio intern team. Think Sabio is a powerful tool that provides detailed reports on stock institutions in order to help you make more informed and sound investments. This tool can help everyone that trades, but especially beginners. It's no secret that trading is an intimidating field, but at Think Sabio, we simplify it. Through education, we aim to reduce the intimidatingness of trading. This helps students gain confidence and jumpstarts their investment careers. Investing at an early age is so important because it amplifies lifetime earning potential and allows for more financial freedom at an early age. So create a free Think Sabio student account today and start making money right away.
Welcome back. Sarna Patel, the man, at the non-striker's end. This one hits straight back. It's up in the air. Should be taken. And it is comfortably. And Hitesh has to go. His reign comes to an end. He goes for just 38. So Rupesh gets his third wicket of the day. So making up for those two drops earlier. 37 needed from 31 for the Raiders and the Chargers as we take a game break. And 37 needed from 31 deliveries. Again, if the Chargers win this game, they'll move to 8 points. The run rate increases as well. And the thing is, for that, why does that matter? Well, the Raiders' run rate, how far does it decrease? Does it allow the Kings to get in? The Chargers, they lose this game, they'll still be at 6 points. Their run rate really wouldn't increase all that much. They're at a poor run rate as it is. Their run rate's at a negative 1.35, and the Kings are at a 0.54. So based off run rate off a loss, you're not going to get up there. But if you can win, you move to 8 points, you move with the Smashers up to the top of the table, you move with the Sunrisers, the Raiders, and the Kings, all sitting at 6 down, and it's going to be the Sunrisers, going to be the 3, if the Chargers win for sure. Who's going to be the 4? Is it going to be the Raiders or the Kings? But right now, all we got to worry about is how's this game going to go. Varun Papuri comes out to bat alongside Sarna Patel. Ravi Teja comes back into bowl. 31 needed from 30. For the Raiders. Here the equation reads 72 from 5. So for those of you who do the math, 72 from 30, it's going to need something brilliant from these two brand new batsmen, neither of whom have played a single delivery. Field straight. Deep extra cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. So everything's straight. They're going to play in the square regions. He's bowling full. He just picked the cover fielder. They're going to push for 2. Chance of a run out, and Sarnam says no. Wisely says no. So not a sign you want to see as a batting side is batsmen have to come, both batsmen coming in and taking guard in the 16th over. But that's the situation you're in. That's the predicament. Again, the win just seems out of the question. It just seems for these two batsmen to come in and enjoy themselves, express themselves. The last 4.5 overs the power of Adda. He's been in good touch, scored a 50 just the other day here in the Adda Premier League. Scored a 50 last week. Gonna look see if he can score a quick one. There's a big swipe, fielder there. I think it's gonna land short of any of them. And just gonna be one. Yeah, just gonna be one. You see the intent from these two, trying to heave everything, trying to get onto anything. Hits it straight back down the ground, straight to the fielder. Should just be one, and is just gonna be one. Field changes for the left-hander. Another field outer to the leg side, a deep mid-wicket fielder. The deep cover fielder moves inside the circle. So jamming to play through the offside. Does play it through that cover region. It was just vacated. It doesn't time it well enough, but it is well enough for 2. No, misfield, could be 3. Is Sarnam quick enough to get back? He is quick enough. 3 runs. Varun back on strike, and the field continues to have to adjust. Again, I like to see these two batsmen showing some intent of the fight to win. I'll take that any day of the week as the side looking to pick players for next year. The fight. Who can I count on to give it all when it comes down to it? These two seem to be doing everything they can. That one square of the wicket into the gap, and it's going to be 4. Just too wide, too full. Varun extends the hands, and he has it. And hits a 4 and then says, "Bowler, could you please tie my shoe?" So that's an awkward conversation now, and he had it with a smile. Ravi Teja guys down very willingly, takes to go ahead and tie his shoe. So 1 ball remaining here in the 16th over. Varun just hits it for 4 through point, and again they're asking him to carve it through the square regions of the ground. All the fielders are straight. In the V. Final delivery of the over. Coming into Varun, Ravi Teja. This time played through cover. Fielder out there, deep extra cover. They're calling for 2. They're pushing for 2. And they're going to get 2. So that's going to do it. 16 overs gone. 144 runs on the board. How about elsewhere? The Chargers and the Raiders. The Raiders, 28 needed from 26. But at this wrinkle, they just lose Sarvarish, who had just hit 50. So now it's Avinash and Awais Khan. 2 men in the middle. Avinash, 31 off of 19. Awais, he has just 1 run to his name. Avinash just plays a dot ball, makes it 28 off of 25 now with 4 wickets in hand. It's going to be a close finish. Again, if the Chargers win, they're in. The Raiders win, they secure themselves. Even if the Chargers win, the Raiders can still be in the playoff. Again, it's just the run rate that comes into play. So back in comes Rupesh. Into Sarnam, the left-hander, so some spin away. Hit through covers. Trying to use his feet. Vicky again, don't want to risk injuring that hand any further. So righty now on strike. Field shifts a little bit. Deep mid-wicket, cow corner, long on, long off, deep extra cover. So again, straight, daring him to carve it through the square regions of the ground. To open the face, to use his feet. And 60 runs required, excuse me, 59 runs required from 3.5. So it's all but a certainty here. Not a matter of if, but a matter of when. And he bowled him right around, trying to take it through squares. Unable to do so. And the balls, they find the stumps. The 4th wicket for Rupesh. He's 1 away from his fifer. 145 for a loss of 7 now. Again, that's the question. What's going to happen first? The 4 wickets or the 4 overs? Over there, the Raiders taking on the Chargers. Another dot ball played. 27 needed from 23, 4 wickets in hand. Something's going to have to give Vijay Kohli. He's coming back into bowl. Again, if you look at their worm chart, they're flatlining at the moment. They were well ahead, but now they're starting to flatline. This final surge has kind of been a final dip, almost. They're starting to flatline. They started off hot. They had these moments where they start off hot, then they plateau. Hot, plateau, hot, plateau, hot, plateau, 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 hot, 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 and then start starting to plateau again. They have these brief stints of plateaus where they lose wickets. But they got enough hot, but Rupesh coming into bowl, into Rajiv. Umpire says yes to the wide. Getting 3 wickets left for SAMP Army. So what's gonna happen first? These 3.4 overs up in the air, just away from the fielder. And they could pick up 2, they could pick up 4. It's just gonna be 2, that maybe 3, pushing forward. Sarnam's quick, is he quick enough? Unable to hang on to it, Stephen Edward. So they get 3. Now that the lefty's on strike, the field once again adjusts. Demon wicket, cow corner, long on, long off, deep covers. Lofted up in the air. I think that's found the pads of the keeper. Just slowed it down, starting him to go any which way. Unable to find any way to go. Just decide a 4-way stop. Final 2 deliveries of the spell, looking for the fifer. Switch hit comes out. Switch hit works. Just gonna be 2. So some innovative strokes there, trying to hit square of the ground. So 1 delivery to come here from Rupesh. Final delivery of his spell again. He's taking forward. Can you take number 5? It's up in the air, but it's gonna fall away from everybody and just gonna be 1. So it ends a good spell there from Rupesh. 39 for the loss of 4 in his 4 overs, 151 for the loss of 7. Vicky very active in the field as Zayn coming into bowl. Pulling into Sarnam Patel. In 52 required from 3, so winning maybe out of the question. That's straight up, but that's straight gone. That's 6. He's pulled that one through long on. And there it is. What a shot that was from Sarnam. Not off the bat, you don't think he's got all of it, but he got all of that. And again over here, red, orange, yellow, green. But that shot's still the prettiest thing we've seen. Just going out there looking for the ball. But again, a glorious shot there from Sarnam Patel. Again, one of the bright spots to a day where SAMP Army, a rather forgetful day, go. Another one pulled. Another one up in the air. I think it's going to be the fielder this time is the longest part of the ground. And this time Sonam Patel falls. And the 8th wicket falls for the Sump Army. But how about this one right here? 5 needed from the Raiders off 15 deliveries with 4 wickets. You might be asking, how did this just happen? Avinash in the previous over against Vijay Kohli, 6-6 single, then Awais hits a 4. And now they're well on their way. Just 5 more required. Make that 3 more after a wide. 3 and 2.1. The Raiders are well on their way. They're going to be up at 1 and 2. They're going to be at 2 alongside the Smashers. Maybe at 1 they had the better run rate coming into the day. Oh, and that's going to do it for the day's play here as well. Final wicket goes, and the Tornadoes, they win by 45 runs. Comprehensive victory for them, so they end the Under Premier League on a high, getting their first win. Sump Army, they go winless, but they still hold their heads high. And again, we're just awaiting the result at the other end, but it looks like the Raiders are going to walk across the line. They do. So it's going to be the Raiders, the top 4 now. Here's what the top 4 look like. The top 4 read: the Smashers, the Raiders, the Sunrisers, and the Kings. That's your top 4 for the day. The Raiders and the Smashers both finish at 8. We'll see how run rate affects them, but those are going to be your 4 teams we'll see in the playoffs. We'll see you tomorrow. For all of us here at the Under Premier League, we thank you very much.
Come ready for this battle now. Come play and show the world you are the champion.